Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, drum roll please, it's showtime. Ta-da! Hi guys, I'm back again with some more leveling for this fine fellow. Little after dinner coffee. It is the world versus world rush, which if I were feeling energetic about the game, I would certainly be partaking in to get more gifts of battle, to make more legendary weapons, but I haven't the energy right now with the game. I'm not feeling the vibe towards the game to that extent. It's the last time we got a new set of Black Lion weapons, anyway. Yeah, these, not my vibe. You know, cherry blossoms, just not my vibe. Where are we going to go off to? We had just finished Kessex.
My stomach's growling.
Gendaren's not bad. Brisbane has some advantages to it. Let's go with Brisbane, I think, as that helps
Not now.
open up some spaces, a couple of the waypoints to get into the expansion areas when that becomes a thing I need to do. And we're off. Time to summon up the boys. All of them. I'm not sure what I just killed, but it started it. I never would have attacked on my own. Clearly, it started it, and it wasn't my fault. I don't think.
Brisbane Wildlands used to be a secure, secluded spot for some of our more experimental labs.
Sure it was. Sure it was.
That looks valuable.
Varietal peppercorn seeds. And so another
Strong.
evening of a bit of the grinderama goes. Oh, we're not in the heart area. We're almost in the heart area. We're in the heart area.
And stay out.
It's a tree frog, clearly.
Strong.
You asked for this.
I really don't think I asked for it, but fine. If they're in a giving mood, who am I to say no?
Back away from the water. Something's hunting us.
I can't see. Where did it attack from?
Water. Oh, another frog.
How is it spotting us?
Was a frog. Now it's less of a frog. Now it's frog legs. Despite my rather broad culinary adventures over the years, I've never had frog legs.
strong.
There you go.
Retreat. This monster will not defeat us.
Ooze processing engaged. Oh, oozes are so annoying. Pardon me, I have to pick up a ball of ooze. Oh, another player. We will push the button on the etheric thing, which was an etheric thing. Ball of ooze.
This hunt is over.
Another day has dawned. Game time wise. Stupid evading oozes. We have another etheric observer. And in the mud wallow, another hiding frog. Why are you guys running off like that? You're my pets. You're not supposed to help the other guy. You're supposed to help me.
You win. I die.
3%. Okay, that doesn't sound nearly as impressive. 3% done. Vista up here. TLI. And we are off.
Right this way. One game, no waiting.
Malfunctioning the
Of
surrogate.
course
Does
it's
it actually
safe.
work and take
You'll
me
end up
someplace? No.
somewhere in one piece.
Just
I think I'll wait for
bounced me
another
back.
test.
Oh, you're no fun. Travel should be adventure.
So I believe tomorrow we get the first batch of information about specs and stuff. I think that's tomorrow. Could be wrong. Might be another week off.
To the north, you can see.
We are not in a heart. No heart. Sorry, I'm not interested if there's no heart around. No. The Nightmare Court. Another level for me. That's 53. Hee. All that stuff away. Not an upgrade. 440. Not quite an upgrade.
Target destroyed.
Black Lion chest. Well, thank goodness.
There's one to remember me by.
I have no idea why they'd want to remember me by. Nightmare Spellbinders murdered. All right, well, they're over there somewhere. So, I'm going to head in that direction. Stealing health. That's cheating. free the scrit after we finish off the...
Thank you, thank you. No,
Oh, there we go.
I can't go with you. I must go to the end.
Event completed. Go me. Now head back to the heart area. I do not have enough space to mount. But I had enough space to take damage
I feel
from the cheating mobs.
strong.
Mm-hmm. Dirty, stinking, cheating mobs. Pardon the slurping, but the coffee is still hot. Wake up! Why, yes, that was a spear in your spleen to wake you up. I will set fire to the brambles.
Now you've done it.
Now I have done it. I'm not sure what I've done, but I've done it. So I'm okay with that. Finished off with some fire to some dry brambles, perchance? Probably not quite enough to finish. Oh, it was.
Now you've done it.
Where's your sense of adventure?
We're botanists, not philosophers.
Seize the moment.
I suppose they have any cosmetics that I don't already own. That would be really unlikely at this point, but not impossible.
Brisbane Wildlands is a...
Yeah. New pants, not as good as what I'm wearing.
Affirmative.
Then there's a lowish level zone, so we're not likely to run into a whole lot of drops that are going to be improvements. I mean, it can happen. Most of the time you're going to get drops that are level appropriate. Occasionally you'll get drops not based on the zone, but based on your level. That can happen. A thermite mound. Oh my goodness. That sounds fiery. Okay, it's termite, not thermite. And then I bungled the delivery. Never mind. Just never mind. And my friends have gone wandering off on their own, as they love to do. Alright, let's res the Valiant. Why did you guys attack that perfectly innocent critter?
I feel strong.
Wow, look at all these wild Nightmare Court things ganging up on a little bunny. That tells you everything you need to know about the Nightmare Court.
I dream once more.
Alright, we'll res another Valiant. Take another sip. It's a coffee drinking game I just invented. Termites.
I feel strong.
Evidently, I feel strong. I feel invincible. Can't remember. I think Nolan North is human male voice, as far as the voice work goes.
I feel strong.
Yeah, I feel strong. Apparently, I have to keep telling people this so that they'll be impressed. That is yet another hard complete. About 15% done with the map. Boots, not as good as what I'm wearing.
I was manufactured to the highest standards.
I was manufactured to the highest standards. So my parents told me anyway. Ah. But since we are doing map completions, anything that doesn't give us advancement for that, it's probably not something we want to involve ourselves with, other than, say, in passing, where there's an event, we can do some small amount of it and get some credit. Better yet, if we can get credit and, at the same time, get heart credit, that's a bonus. I tell you, this bush certainly does look suspicious. You'd think a camp with the Sylvari would be able to pick up on the fact that that tree or bush over there that seems suspicious has a bandit hiding inside of it. Hey, come on, dude, you're running away too fast. That'll slow him down. She grabbed the Seraph supplies. That's just not fair. I did most of the work. You wouldn't have been able to catch up to him if I hadn't done that. Can I get up there without... Ah, yes, I can. Victory is mine. Of course, all of my companions have to find another path.
I'll never...
Ah, my favorite, the bittersweet. Now I'll never. Dying words of a bandit, say. Their last words are acknowledging the temporary nature of life and that theirs is up. And now they'll never... Whatever it was.
Let's play.
Oh, this is one of the annoying events, so... We'll res them, and then we'll check out this suspicious bush, which is suspiciously suspicious. Oh my goodness, a bandit thug! I never would have thought that was possible.
I feel strong.
I don't think I get any advancement for killing the raptors. Nope. Bushes. This one looks particularly vicious.
A little help.
like necro, elbow cuff. You got, of course I've got this. I have played necro before, many times. But new expansion means new character slot because I bought the new expansion. New character slot, new character. Decided to go with necro. Not sure why I decided on necro, but I did. And having decided on necro, it makes sense for me to wear the ritualist outfit because the new spec will be, presumably, ritualist.
I never knew of these bandits before coming here.
Strength in numbers.
I found some supplies.
The west of the wildlands is riddled with them as well. We've even seen them consorting with the Inquest.
That's how it's done.
2 out of 2 toxic offshoots destroyed. Well, I guess the little bit of work I put in was worth another 20% towards the completion of that achievement, and I think it was 3 enormous, large, powerful achievement points. Got bandit mines. What's down there? Oh, that's Skritzberg. Skritzberg can wait.
Start dropping the poison traps.
Kill bandits. Do other stuff. Sure, I could do that. Okay, well, this Jaguar's not going to allow me to mine
Strong.
iron without attacking, so preemptive necro first strike. That is another player who is also running Minion Mancer.
Get over here and help me!
We have another player running around over here, and an event. And it's always worthwhile if you can get both. An event and get heart credit for it. Double dipping is part of a nutritious breakfast. I use staff really only when I'm going to be dealing with a lot of critters, a lot of bad guys. It's not very effective for killing one at a time, which is mostly what I'm doing because I'm just doing map completion and the like. But if you get 2+ mobs, then it's great with the area of effect skills. So I'm using spear because I'm trying to get better at spear, and I'm also using then sword to give me ranged options for the same reason that it's not something I have played an enormous amount of and I want to get a little better at. So I'm using it for leveling up.
You're kidding, right?
Art complete. I was actually thinking earlier that while I would certainly recommend Minion Mancer Necro for a new player, I was trying to figure out what weapon set I would recommend. And that's why I was so quick to answer specifically why I think the more mobs you're fighting at a time, the better staff is. But a new player to the game wouldn't have access. What do we got? That's a champion. Nope, not without a bunch of other people. But I was wondering what core necro skill weapons I would recommend. Axe has always been really solid for single target. But I'm not sure what I'd recommend as an offhand for that. And staff is certainly not bad. Just that for quite a while, I think most necro play is using elite spec weapons, whether they're in the elite spec or not. Great sword,
Best watch
spear,
your
sword,
step in this
sword.
area.
Pistol. I am a harbinger enjoyer. Other than the staff and axe, none of the rest of the core necro stuff really has a whole lot of traction in my brain. Oh.
Like pain.
I must like pain. Well, I am a necromancer. So yeah, pain. Pain is good. Juvenile jungle spider. Any hunters? Any rangers? Wannabes? We got your juvenile spider right here. Anyone? Artisan of Arms Necromancer Sword complete. Unexpected. So that tells you how much I have played the Necromancer Sword. Enough to actually get that achievement, finally. I hope so too. I have played just a little bit of Guild Wars 1. So it's not something that has a great deal of Guild Wars 1 traction for me. What I'm really hoping for is interesting mechanics for all the builds. Not just, you know, obviously, because they want everyone to be able to use them, there are going to be no special weapon choices, except core. So I just hope for fun, interesting, different mechanics. Which is a not insignificant thing to ask for. If it was easy, they would do that all the time. Alright, goes there. Let's see. The pants are an improvement. That means a random dye job. That's not an improvement. That 433 probably is. It certainly is. The trident. No, I know that one's not. That one's not. So, as is tradition around here, while I'm leveling up a character, when I get a new item of attire for said character, I randomly apply dyes, but because I'm wearing the outfit, for ritualist reasons, that's not that interesting. I haven't gotten a lot of horrible color combos, but a lot of them have been pretty uninteresting. So far, we've got what? We've got the names of
Journey complete. This is the spot.
7. We know we've got Ritualist and Paragon. We've got Gale Shot, presumed to be Ranger. Luminary, presumed to be Guardian. We know Elementalist is Evoker, and that appears like it's a summoning class. I'm hoping for a permanent summons that you can bring up, something similar to Mechanists, something we could recommend to new players who are playing Elementalist and only to discover that Elementalist isn't necessarily the best starting spec because it has a very high skill cap and a low skill basement. So Evoker sounds... I want to see one in particular because, I mean, I played a lot of Well, I played a lot of most of the classes, but I played a lot of Ellie. And I would like to see them do something cool and interesting with that one in particular.
No!
We also have the Troubadour for Mesmer. Some people are predicting that will have kits, which would be an interesting spin. I would approve of that spin. And the other Antiquary for Thief. An interesting choice, certainly, of name to go with Antiquary as opposed to Antiquarian. So that's my big hopes for the new specs, is interesting, different stuff. The berries. Do I have to take the berries up to the heart? I think so. It's been a while.
I watch over this place.
I have some berries. Not enough. Not quite enough. So I think the only two we don't have a name for is Rev and Engie. Obviously, we still don't know anything about any of the mechanics, really. Other than Ellie appears to be a summoner, whether it's a short-term summon or a long-term summon.
This isn't how this was
Is
supposed to happen.
TBD. Might just be summon as a basically as a spell. Where instead of throwing a fireball, you throw a flaming fox. And the flaming fox runs and blows up. Something like that. I would like to see a more lasting, as I mentioned, perma-pet type deal for Elementalists, similar to Mechanist in function. But I would accept a sort of mid-term solution like Elementalists get with... What is up there? Is that the champion? No. Going in. A middle solution like they get with the elementals they can summon, where the lesser one you can have, depending on your cooldown, you can have up to 3 of them out at once, and you can set it to auto cast. So that would be my second choice. First choice would be a permanent or mostly permanent pet, like Mechanist. Second choice would be sort of the middle tier pet that hangs around for a while.
You got me.
And the pet as spell, I would be unimpressed by. And who knows? That may not even be accurate. The general belief, ooh, 10 events. That it's a pet thing. Stop playing PvP. You have a lot of fun in the open world. I think the best parts of the game are the open world. That's the part I enjoy most, is the open world stuff, by far. I can just sit and play for a while. It is... I actually enjoy leveling characters up, which is unusual. Most people, most MMOs, nobody wants to level up. I actually kind of enjoy it. as sort of a relaxing thing, but I am definitely a an open world player. I don't think I'm good enough to be comfortable playing PvP. You know, I don't want to be the guy that everyone on the team is complaining about. So I've never had much interest in PvP. You know, even more than having people speak badly about me as a human being would be if they were correct that I'm a terrible player. Only thing worse than someone saying you're a terrible player is someone saying you're a terrible player, and you are. And they're justified.
All right, I surrender.
So for me, yeah, I can play
You're unfamiliar.
extremely large amounts of open world stuff. Just find it fun. It's a bandit watchman. It's a reluctant bandit. Perhaps I can talk them out of this whole banditing thing. Why not thinking of making an honest living? Let's see. Where's their food and stuff? I want to poison a bunch of bandits. That's not terribly wrong-minded or anything. Yeah, meta events.
What?
True, there was no dragon. For a lot of people, all they needed was the bear. Just give me some bears and they're happy.
What's that
What are you
smell?
up to?
Got a lot of nerve. Yep, for a lot of people,
Unfamiliar.
all they needed was
Show me your
bears.
face.
I'm leaving the camp. You didn't have any dragons in Secrets of the Obscure either.
Hey, I don't recognize you.
Now, the open world and, meta events, those are the things I enjoy most. And I enjoy leveling. I enjoy creating a new character, leveling them up, speccing them out. Oh, that's right. I got polymorphed into a bandit, and that takes away all of the pets, all of the minions.
I feel strong.
And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing map completion, open world stuff. If I get any keys, that's a nice bonus. So far, I think I've got 1 key through 5 maps. Probably 1 more shiny trinket might be enough. Let's see if we have enough shiny trinkets. What? Oh, that's right. We have to give them to this one, I think.
You got something?
Yeah. No, not enough. Bleep. All right, well, kill a couple of bandits then. Fine. Must be terrifying. See this big dragon coming at you. A person gets off, and all of a sudden there's half a dozen undead. attacking you at the exact same time. Crime doesn't pay. Is there a POI back here? There is. Alright. Put that there. Butter. Butter. 259, I don't think that's a staff improvement. It is not. And a mask I can't wear is definitely not an improvement. By anyone's definition. I have more points. I have more points. Enough to finish it off? Probably not quite.
Let
There we
me
go.
see what you find.
We have unlocked all of the skills, and from now on,
I stole it off a bandit boot. You skilled, yes. Much talent. First shiny.
the specializations. I'm going to sell some junk. Waypoint. I'm going to guess we're like 36, 38%. 39% done. Pretty good guess. There's nothing over there. Why are they showing me that there's something over there? Because I'm going to hit an invisible wall. Oh. I guess maybe there's the sort of side area.
An unfamiliar place.
I have discovered Vandal's claim, and there's Diplomat Tarban. It's a guild mission.
You're dead.
The bandit said you're dead, and if he's referring to any of my minions, he's entirely correct. Actually, they're all dead.
There's one to remember me by.
I do not use any cosmetic infusions. I only have a couple of infusions. I think I'm a little bit... The reason I don't use them is the same reason that if you've ever played a role-playing game and you finish the game and you've got 1,300 healing potions because you keep storing them and you might need them later. That's kind of the way I feel about infusions. I want to use that on one of my characters. I want to use it on one of my other characters. So I never use them. No, it's not smart. Also, on a more practical level, I'm not a huge fan of overwhelming visuals. And a lot of the infusions are sort of predicated on overwhelming visuals.
Got me.
I have defeated 50 out of 50 enemies of one of the factions.
You're dead.
I'm not dead, I'm walking around.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Let's see if we can't res the Peacemaker. Well, after we kill the two jerks.
I feel nice. Very nice.
It's just like my character cosmetics tend to be on the more sedate side. Now, that doesn't necessarily hold while I'm leveling up a character. While leveling, I roll them all randomly. But generally, I choose a relatively neutral color for any given character, and then use bright, flashy stuff as accents. I like a more naturalistic, realistic look to my characters, I guess. And let's face it, some of the infusions, while they're awesome and graphically very impressive, subtlety is not necessarily their speciality, shall we say? 403 focus, not an improvement. Rifle can't use. Pants, new pants. New and improved pants. Mind you, I think my pants are perfectly functional.
Target destroyed.
This means, as is tradition, new dice. Bop. So currently we're sporting Midnight Red, Forgiveness, Baby Blue, and Sprout. And now, you remember I was saying that I haven't had too many appalling color combinations on this guy? I take it back. We have Worn Bone, which is actually a really good color. Orange Cream, Blueberry, and Heliotrope. The good thing about this is that no hunter will accidentally shoot me out in the forest. How many characters do I have? I have 2 accounts. I'm not well. The secondary account has 10 character slots. 1 of each class. That's 9. And then 1 for a key farm. I haven't even logged into that account for quite some time. On this account, I have 40 character slots and 39 characters. I think 4 or 5 of them are not at the cap. Attempts to shoot you will be... none of them will be perfect. Couldn't have said it better. There will be attempts on my life. None of them will be accidental. There will probably be some shrieks of, I'm blind, and then literal blind firing. Yeah, so I believe 40 character slots on this character, 39 characters. 4 or 5 are not at cap. And I keep a slot for key farming. Like I said, I enjoy creating new characters. I enjoy leveling them up. I shouldn't be killing these because there's no heart. There is a POI, though. And a hero point.
Take that!
Inquest Assassin. I just think they should be doing more Condi damage, you know? Because I don't see the Inquest as being... For an assassin? Yeah, I just don't see him doing Condi damage. Or they would be doing Condi, not poison, or not physical, or not... Oh my god. Strike damage. They finally decided to let me out. Alright. Let me out. Perhaps the 2 closest hero points to one another in the game.
Strong.
I feel strong. How is it I've managed to try and hit the 4 key 3 times and hit 2 other keys without hitting 4? It took me 4 tries to hit the 4 key. Another hero point. Let's see. I have to select. Let's see. 55. Oh, those are the levels. Let's see. Currently wearing 40. Currently wearing 46. Currently wearing 39. Slight improvement. much bigger stat improvement. We'll grab
Nice
that.
gear.
Nice gear, that's what she said. Ah, ha, ah, ha. I'm so sorry. Make that for another hero point.
I didn't see you there.
I didn't see you there. So we put this on. We deconstruct these two.
Affirmative.
And once again, relatively short-lived die combination. I feel so saddened by that. Let's see what we get this time. Wow. We actually went spicier. Let's see. Searing, which is a really good die. Summer Sky, Sprig, and Moss. I mean, Searing is a terrific die, but as you can see, the best word to describe it would be eye-searing. I don't remember who we've got to give the green stink horns to. It's nobody obvious. I picked them up, but I never remember who I'm supposed to be able to give them to.
I feel strong.
I am strong. I am invincible. So we'll just settle for murdering some basilisks, you know, the way you do. It's funny, we were talking about wearing a color that will make sure you don't get accidentally shot in the forest, and what do we come up with? A color that actually looks like the one that you use to not be shot accidentally in the forest.
I feel strong.
Apparently I feel strong. Destroy the Sinister Triads camp. That event finally finished, and I was successful. Can't turn me into stone, Mr. Basilisk, with your pinkle beam. I don't know if I get progress from killing the shadow imps, but I guess we'll find out. We do. Could be enough. It's enough. We are 50% done with the map. Dun 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 dun. 446 focus. Seriously?
I've called in reinforcements from
Slightly, ever so slightly better.
Begin destruction protocol.
And this part of the map is a little bit confusing, as there is an event going on, and I think the event has to complete for you to get access to part of the map. It's part of the opening for what would eventually become Heart of Thorns. Including these tendril root assholes mobs, which are just dreadfully annoying. Oh, there's another player. I will attempt to help them. I think they're dead, so it'll take quite a while to res them all the way up. I'm working on it, though. Oh, yeah, I was afraid of that. We're going to keep getting baddies. I'm probably going to die here, too. And we got him about halfway up. That shouldn't have hit me. I was not in the circle of damage for that. I would like to complain. They're thanking me, which is nice, certainly. I am working on it.
Strong.
This is actually one of the things I enjoy about the open world. Is random interactions with other players.
But it looks like they're still fighting in the other paths.
And I'm going to get them up. But I believe both paths have to get cleared. So I res them. They're alive and running around. But I believe both paths have to be open, and you can't get to that area of the map without clearing this out. I believe. But little interactions like that, the ability to help somebody out, sure, took a couple of minutes. My reward, thanks. That's all I wanted. Always glad to help, citizen. That was my Superman impersonation. Not a good one, granted.
Move! Let's cut down that monster!
What wave? What monster? I really hate these freaking tendrils.
Refreshing.
They drop a bajillion things on the ground and... Oh, and... Okay.
I know you missed it.
The monster's down! Hope, let's make sure the path stays open and keep the vines from regrowing.
I'm not sure. Maybe that both paths have to be completed at the same time, in which case we're screwed, because you have to, like, organize. I can't remember for sure.
The vines have regrown. We'll have to cut our way back through.
What? Are you... The fact that this is actually... I mean, first of all, it's cool that this was put into the game when they were prepping up Heart of Thorns. The fact that it's still in the game and you can't, I believe, finish the map without clearing out so you can get to the POI, I think, that's in there.
I'll revive you.
And that's just dumb. But then there are a lot of sort of legacy bits and pieces in the which made sense in the past that honestly don't any longer. There are bugs in some of the events and whatnot that you have to complete. Well, what am I supposed to be killing here? That you have to complete for like some of the legendaries. You know, you've got to complete a certain event or something, and that event is bugged and has been for years, or almost immediately bugs and stays bugged until there's a restart of the map.
That monster.
And if the map is restarted and it bugs again, it stays bugged until the next time the map is restarted. And that is the kind of nonsense that drives me crazy about
It was an
this
honor
event.
to fight
Oh,
next
and I took damage from falling because all of a sudden I couldn't. That's the second time tonight. Good evening. Just working my way in to get this point of interest. Saving a life. You know, just doing hero things because I'm all heroical and stuff. Nobody's buying it. It's so shiny. I don't know why it's so shiny, but it sure is, isn't it? Just hit 80 on your very first character? Congratulations! That is a big step. Any advice going forward? Also, you started another class you may end up liking more. Welcome to the Guild Wars 2 experience. The class is played differently enough that that's not an uncommon happening. Do you own any of the expansions? Would be my first question. In which case, it may be worth your while getting some of the masteries. Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns. So you do have the first mount, right? You have the Raptor. That's a huge quality of life right there. So, if you are someone who doesn't give a rat's ass about story, I think you'd be well served by going into Heart of Thorns and getting more of the mounts. But obviously, story-wise, that doesn't make a lot of sense. You do have one mount, and that just adds so much to the quality of life that the gains for the other mounts, with a couple of later exceptions, are probably not that big a deal. In which case, you have at least 5 character slots, probably 7, I'm guessing. In which case, yeah, trying out the other classes would not be a bad idea. One thing I would do, if you're going to do that, though, is do no more than one of them a week, and there's a reason for that. When you reach level 10, it opens up the class story, the first chapter of the class story. And when you finish the first chapter of the class story, up to once a week, you get a key to unlock one of the lockboxes, the Black Lion chests. But you can only do that once a week. So, for instance, if you've been hanging out a while, you may have heard me refer to a key farm. What a key farm is something a fair number of veteran players will do once a week. they'll create a new character. They'll either level them up to level 10 or they'll use experience tomes to get them to level 10. They'll go through the first chapter. The human commoner is the shortest one to go through, and they'll do that once a week to get a key, one free key. I have new shoulders.
Affirmative.
Which is, once again, a new die. Job, random, here we go. Kind of liked this one. It's appalling, but I kind of liked it because I guess I'm appalling. Random dies, go. That's just sort of a milder version. We have lemon, bold, lead, and wintergreen. Yeah, if there are any other questions you've got, I'll be glad to answer them to the best of my ability. I love talking about games that I love. And while this game occasionally really pisses me off, I have 5,000 hours in it. And there aren't many games that piss me off at all that I'm willing to sink 5,000 hours in. I will also note that since you got the Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire pack, you got an enormous amount of content by buying those two. They come in order. You start with the Raptor. You get the Springer pretty early. You get it on the second map in Path of Fire. On the third map in Path of Fire, you get the Skimmer, which is the floats over water and quicksand mount. On the fourth map in Path of Fire, you get the Jackal, which is fast and maneuverable, but what it's really good for is there are these sand portals you'll run into. And you run into them with the Jackal, and it teleports you from one end of the portal to the other. Then, if you finish the storyline for Path of Fire, that opens up a significantly long and expensive grind to get the Griffin. Now, there are currently 2 ways of getting the next mount, which is the Sky Scale. You can get it at the end of Living World Season 3. Is that right? No, 4. Yeah, Living World Season 4. What before that? Living World Season 4, Chapter 3, I think? If I'm not getting 3 and 4 mixed up, and I don't think I am. All right. Living World Season 4, Chapter 3, I think. You get the Roller Beetle. If you finish off Living World Season 4, that opens up the Sky Scale. If you buy Secrets of the Obscure, that opens a different method, a faster method to get the Sky Scale. If you have both, you have a better version of the Sky Scale. You get the Warclaw originally by playing World v World, but now you also get that from buying Janther Wilds. Have I covered all of them? I think I've covered all of them. Let's see. I left out End of Dragons has the Turtle. Turtle, Skyscale, Griffin, Warclaw, Roller Beetle, Jackal, Skimmer, Springer, Raptor. So the Springer is very similar to the Raptor, except that it is a vertical jump. Also, it hits really hard for crowd control. Which is an advantage it has. I think the new Warclaw actually does more crowd control impact. we are getting, we believe anyway, a revved up version of the Sky Scale with the new expansion that's coming the 28th. Visions of Eternity is the name of that expansion. But I think you already have the single biggest jump in quality of life, which is just getting that raptor. It just increases your ability to get around so much that I think any other ones, having the vertical is nice, certainly. That you can either get with the Sky Scale or the Springer, which is the rabbit-like mount that you get in the second map, Path of Fire. So having vertical is nice, for sure. But you're not going to see a quality of life jump between any other mounts like you get when you get your first mount. Just getting the Raptor, it's just makes getting from place to place so much faster. I will note that in Heart of Fire has a very, very large vertical... Heart of Thorns has a very large vertical component. So in a lot of ways, if you really want to experience it, having any of the vertical mounts is kind of cheating. It is, however, completely understandable cheating. I will also note that since you just hit 80, that does open up the expansion spaces for you. And I will note that Heart of Thorns has a significant difficulty jump over the core game. It is less than it used to be, but it is still significant. It is significantly more difficult. There are certain critters that are kind of famous. A lot of people talk about Art Complete. About the pocket raptors. I never really had a problem with the pocket raptors. For me, it was the snipers. The Mordrum snipers can eat an entire bag of detached male genitalia.
Strong.
Get rid of that stuff. Those are improved pants. We get another dye selection, guys, and a hood. So we'll get two. If we don't like the first ones, we'll get a second one.
Zero tolerance.
We have completed the task at hand.
Those all away. That stuff.
To kill rising.
My urge to kill is rising. Dies. First go. Okay, yeah, that's appalling. I'll keep that. That's strawberry, right? Really? Savage. Huh. We got another batch of baddies over here. The Inquest is who we will be fighting in the next expansion, by the way. If you're not familiar with the lore, they're a school of technological learning amongst the Asura, notorious for being so amoral that they're actually evil. As they seem to not just say, yeah, we don't care about morality, but as to say, yeah, it's in the way. We actively dislike it.
Eat my dust!
I don't actually have any dust for them to eat, but if I did, they could eat my dust. Inquest assassin. Hey, catch! The Inquest entry into the javelin catch competition. There we go. And a level. I was hoping to get the level out of that. Ding 56. We've got more stuff here. Let's see. That's new. That's not good enough. That is exactly the same except green. But it has a rune in place, so it's better.
To any Asura female between 18 and 35.
And improved pants. So we have 3 dyes. Now we have to use at least one. And by dyes, I mean dye upgrades. Or I should say,
we have completed the task.
Dye. Rolls of the dice. Up to 5. Not appalling enough. That actually looks cool. What we have here is red. That's it. That's just the red dye. Just red. Abyss, which used to be a big money dye. It's no longer the blackest black in the game, but it was at launch. Refresh and midday. I guess my tattoos are refresh. The golem, sells blueberry muffins. I do not know why.
Goodbye.
But that's what he sells. I'm confused. I'm going to refill my coffee cup and be right back. Enjoy your Comic Sans. I'm back. So, about Comic Sans, the font you see right up there. It is notorious for being the font that you see there, which looks like it belongs in a comic book or something. It actually rates quite highly in terms of readability. In particular, studies have shown that, as an example, for a lot of dyslexics, they find it a very easy font to read because the letters are very specific and stylized. So, in fact, it is a good font to use for a lot of purposes, but it does get misused. I myself saw a notification at in a workplace once where someone had a member of the family had passed away. So they were letting us know that that person was going to be out, and condolences. They've started a fund, memorial for this person, and the entire obituary thing that was handed out to everybody in the company was in Comic Sans. So that might not have been a good choice. Undamaged power baubles. Well, as long as they're undamaged power baubles, take these and give these to Twitchok.
Damage sustained. System integrity compromised.
Box of scrap.
You smell different.
I threw poisonous goop.
Strong.
Again, pardon my slurpage. But hey, hot coffee. Gotta help the poor Scrit.
Strong.
Cave bat, not to be confused, of course, with the Bat Cave. We have a vista over there, don't we? Yes, we do. We are 64% done with the map. All right, Twitchok, got a couple more thingies for you. Hey, art complete, 65%.
This is good copper. It'll be perfect for a new coil. Great. Put sticky gunk on the power coupling.
I agree. Always put sticky gunk on the power coupling, otherwise it won't couple. Powerfully. We are now in Skritzburg, which used to be a real pain in the butt to get around in. Still is, but it used to be worse. It used to be significantly worse as certain things in it were time-gated. And generally, we MMORPG players, not fans about time-gated stuff. That's where we just were. Because it gets in the way of us doing the things we want to do when we want to do them. I mean, it's always good for narrative purposes. There was a ghost in Lord of the Rings Online in Bree that was only there at night. And that was cool. You wanted to do the quest with the ghost, you had to get there at night and track him down. Obviously makes more sense. Better storytelling, narratively. Sound and compelling, but players don't like to have to, like, wait and not be able to do something. We're a bunch of babies. Grub meat.
That feels good.
Grub meat, roly-poly grub meat. Grub meat, eat it up, yum.
Attack! Yes!
Old guy Dr. Demento reference. There's a little bit of grub meat for me. Okay, the grubs, not particularly generous in the progress, the grub meat.
Seal the city and gather the Grey Council. We must chase them. Swarm them. Tear them limb from limb. Unleash the swarm!
Grub meat. Faulty turret. Gee, the script built a faulty turret. What were the odds? Oh, heart complete. Check and see what we got going here. We can throw away the slices of grub meat. Hey, not that I'm not a fan of grub meat. I mean, it's meat. And I'm certain it's delicious. We're back in here again? Yes, we are. Well, if you've ever heard the phrase, it's a rat warren.
This is good copper. It'll be perfect for a new coil.
Hey, we're talking about Skritzberg. Defend it from the inquest? Nah. Okay, well, we will take care of these jerks.
Strong.
More of them? I'm not sure I want to know what the well-fed ooze has been well-fed on. I want more. My God, there's another one? Just keep coming. All right, there we go. I'm just trying to get on with my map completion. Where are my companions? What are they? Alright. We need to get low enough to grab the POI. Which that was. And then grab the Vista. We are 73% done now. Whoa, that was some major clipping issues. Oh, okay. We are in a place where we cannot rely on the information our eyes is giving us. Don't believe it. It's playing tricks. And I don't think we can get over that. Oh, we could this time. Some of the time you can't get over that. Where did it drop me? Just taking me back down. The timed events can be a real pain in the ass, as you're seeing right now. There's one of those things that sound good and they can be really, really fun, but if you're trying to do something unrelated, they're just the worst. Am I interested in doing this right now? No. Oh, God. And we're all the way back down here again. Skritzberg when the events are running. No, if there are a bunch of people around and the game had just come out, this stuff would be enormously entertaining. It ain't and it ain't. There's a long tradition in MMOs and other games as well. Things that sound like awesome ideas, but just don't actually work out.
Approach us.
Target destroyed.
No, and yes, we have new. I'm not in combat. The guys went running by a minute ago. Thank you.
We have completed the task at hand.
I get a new item of attire. I have to change dyes. Mind you, I have got 3 dye changes stocked up. No. 2 left. Yeah, we'll work with that one. Autumn Sky, Shadow Purple, Pastel Wine, and Regal. See this door here, you can't fly over. Most of the time when the events are running. Occasionally, sometimes they'll let you do weird stuff. But most of the time, no. Do we have 2 chests of fat loot? We do. Well, I earned the loot, fat or not. It's the Scrit King. Two items I can't use.
Now I shall break you.
Got a hero point down here. It's the pilotless suit thingy. We are 75% done with the Brisbane Wildlands. Got at least one more hero point. You know, the one we were standing right next to when it gave us the serious boot. Where I was saying, oh, most of the time it doesn't let you do that. Okay, yeah, like that. Alright, another POI, and we will rapidly reverse course right back in, because we still got more stuff we need to get in Skritsburg. Skritsburg. Skritsburg, Skritsburg, Skritsburg. There's the other one. I think that's... No, we didn't... Is there... I think there's one more in here that we didn't get. Bottle of Skritsburg Special, a thick, hearty beverage favored in Skritsburg. It seems to contain some kind of grain along with trace tufts of fur. The fur is what makes it especially delicious. Still have 2 doorways we have not gone through. That were locked up for the event. Until, of course, we defeated the evil with our inherent goodness. And this is the boat. The Skrit are big about having boats in places where they really don't need a boat.
No!
The Shiny King. Shotak. And one of them's trapped behind a beam or something, and the other one is also trapped behind something. Skrit, guys. It's Skrit. What can I tell you? We are now 81%. This is the Destroyer's Heart, I believe. Yes, it is.
I feel strong.
I feel strong. Let's res a Skrit. There are also like wounded Skrit in here that we have to pick up and carry back to the medic. Because, you know, if I'm severely injured, what I want is a Skrit doctor.
Sure. Strong.
Unconscious Scrit.
Eat my dust!
I'm not sure who I'm talking to when I say eat my dust as I sprint away.
Drop them here. I'll make them better.
That's Rez Sentry Scrit Bordecca, I think his name was. Scrit Scrap Barrel. Oh my god, English is just really quite difficult. Yeah. Throw a lava rock. Why would I want to throw a lava rock? I did 1,684 to an actual rat. That is another level. I have defeated 50 out of 50 dragon minions. Oh. Go back to rezzing this guy. Level 57. I didn't finish. I had him like 2/3 live, and I decided, never mind. He's kind of annoying. Oh, fine. That's the heart complete. Well, bad luck for that unconscious Scrit, I have to say. I was going to pick him up and take him back, but heart's complete, so he's on his own. Sorry, dude.
Take that!
Take that.
Indeed. I was manufactured to the highest standards.
More pointses? We have got more pointses. Let's finish off, or look at finishing off, Soul Reaping. Not quite there yet. Alright. Let's see. That is the outside. More destroyers. Yep, this is what I was looking for. I think the last path out of town. And we got a POI over here. We are 84% done. And this is when you can't get back in unless you have a mount that has vertical. And this winds back around to where we were. That's the last exit, I think. I mean, this is a really cool location, no doubt about it. But most of Skritsburg, kind of not my favorite. All right, we're back outside. I think we got everything out of Skritsburg, except we're back in Skritsburg. Skritsburg, everyone. Please. Dear God, let me get out of Skritsburg. Any way out. Well, silver ore and iron ore. Adventure Guide Volume 2. We finished 2. Or at least we got enough done out of 2 that we'd moved on to 3. Not sure what I'm missing there. Let's find out. Adventure Guide Volume 3. We need 3 more. We need 4 more events. This one doesn't count. None will count in here. We need 4 more in that list of stuff. Gotta craft a masterwork item. Mine ore in that specific list of maps. And defeat world bosses in that specific list of maps. But I'm not in one of those maps. Map completion on this map. Center of the map, I think, in this area. Yes. Alright, let's see. Where is a convenient teleporty spot? There? Yeah, I guess there. Alright. POI over here. Something shot through or spat at me. Kind of rude. And there we've got Brienne.
I'm going to get you.
The bandit weapon master.
Now I'll never.
The return of the now I'll never last bitter thoughts before dying NPC dialogue. One of my favorites. The whole, you know, sad, the pathos of the now I'll never. It's just a fave. More Scrit.
Not sure about you, but I'm leaving. Now. Yes, very quickly.
POI. We are 89% done with the map. Next heart on the map. Is that the, I think that's the lab? It's either the, oh, I've got a POI first. It's either the Asura lab. Good guys. Ah, right. This is where the other one I was going with that, which is the Asura lab bad guys. Ooh, something over there. Missed one over in this direction. All right, it is bandit murdering time. And getting their documents. I have weakened the enemy alliance. Oh.
Like pain.
I feel strong.
Here's that the delegates have explosives that they're carrying. More silver ore.
Take that!
I'm going to.
Another one of those pensive, thoughtful moments of pathos. I'm going to... Were they going to threaten me with vengeance? Were they going to say that they were going to get out of the banditing business? Perhaps they were going to get coffee.
Give it your all.
We'll never know what they had in mind. As I kill them. I'll drop off the documents over here. Hopefully they're enough. really hate it when you're not supposed to give it to the heart individual. You're supposed to give it to the person next to the heart individual. It's annoying. Yeah. Anytime you've got to turn in, it should always just go to the heart.
Strong.
Always. I understand the desire to sort of mix things up from time to time, but no, it should always go to the heart.
Yahoo!
Yahoo. That's what you got for me? I set you free from slavery to freedom, and you've given me a Yahoo. Script. I don't want to say anything unkind, but script. Oh, we got a deader. Dead player. I'm going in. I will get them in a second. I'll finish that person and finish that one and the assassin off. And did they vanish on me? They did. Oh well, I tried. I was heading in. I was going to res them. They were going to walk away. Griffins beaten back. Where are they? They're over there. I don't recognize that event any, but sure. Must be inside the cave, because there ain't no griffins up there.
Headed west. The Inquest has a lab out there.
Don't know where they are. In here? Inside the good guy lab. The non-Inquest Asura lab. We'll kill them, we'll get a little heart progress.
Others everywhere.
Ah, and they stick everywhere. It's going to take us weeks to clean up this mess.
Hey, I'm waiting for more mobs to come through. I'm supposed to help you guys, Techie.
Greetings.
I'm completely preoccupied here. Are we ready this time? Do we actually have the right coordinates so bloodthirsty winged beast won't drop on our heads?
How
yes, I made the proper adjustments to the spatial harmonizer.
In other words, no. More badness will be coming in momentarily. Okay.
Not again. What did you
Me and Massive Boo T. B-O-O space T-E-A. The other player here.
That feels good.
We're making good progress in the event, but not so much on the heart.
Vacate these premises.
I think for this heart, the fastest approach is doing the little mathematical questions, which frankly, I'm sure a lot of people do not like the mathematical quiz that's here. A couple of the wordings aren't great, so I might miss a couple.
Greetings. Excelsior.
And another character, or another player here, Mistwood Vale.
That was certainly unexpected. Good thing you were here to help take care of those things.
Yes, it was.
How about next time you run a few preliminary tests before plugging strange crystals into our network?
Still more coming? Must be.
Begin destruction protocol.
You guys
Are
can...
we ready to try this again?
Yes,
Or
please.
should I
Can we
say
go?
we're ready to see what else comes through that gate.
You double-checked my coordinates this time, and I verified the repairs you made to the quantum tunneling coils.
Well then, let's observe which one of us is the Buka. Firing the trigger switches now.
Buka is a general term of abuse the Asura use generally, most specifically, about non-Asura, but if they use it against Asura, that's a real insult.
Strong.
Sort of a dumb, uneducated, non-technical person.
Vacate these premises. Never capitulate.
There we go, finally finished. Jeez. Cheese Louise.
Offline until we can
I would
debug
love
the bad
cheese
component.
It looks like the gate suffered some damage.
I tried into
No worries, I can get it up and running again soon.
Begin destruction protocol.
Alright, I'll go to the lattice configurator. Lattice pray. Example 236. Lattice refractor angle 72 degrees. Crystal bisection underway. Resulting refraction angles miscalculated. Input. Well, it says bisection should be 32. 36 and correct. Dividing it by 2. Bisection. 7 blue, 3 yellow. Crystal sampled 10. Input best prediction possible of selecting yellow crystals. 3. Crystal sample 10 times. Oh, that one seemed too easy. I had to double check my brain. Because some of them aren't. Probability calculator. 18 samples analyzed, 6 samples destroyed in analysis. Estimate probability of crystal destruction in next analysis. 1/3. One more will do. These so far have been of the easier flavor. Let's see. Corrupted analysis 4A should be 16. And then 120. Yep. Part complete. 96% complete. So there should be, I'm going to guess, 3 things that we were missing. I can see that there's a POI to the northwest. A pretty fair distance. Oh, there it is. Not too terribly far. Champion. People are fighting the champion. I'm going to try and res.
Terrible wounds. The fun's over here.
Got him.
It had a good life. Short, but good.
And now 2 of them are dead. I res 1 and he immediately dies. That's not especially helpful. Go on and say. There we got him. We'll res the people who are deads.
By the gods.
End of the line.
It's the legendary. Holy crap, time to go. Time to go. Shit. Please let me out. I do not want to fight a legendary. Oh my god, it's one of the ones that you can't get out of, I think. Why they would include something like this in the game. First of all, these legendary bad guys are horrifyingly overpowered, which is fine. But you can't even get away from them if you get stuck inside. I mean, unless there's a way that I've never heard, which is certainly possible. I believe that was my character's first death. I prefer my deaths to be my fault, not bullshit. And I'm sorry, those legendary mobs. For that to instantly spawn like that, bullshit. The inability to get out, bullshit. That's another level. That's not bullshit. Alright, we have another daily for breaking an enemy defiance bar. Go us. We did not get any new points. Let's see. We have another POI. Where is it? All the way up there. And we're missing... That's it. That's the last thing. All right. We'll grab that one. We'll head back to town, having gotten at least 6 levels tonight. 6, I think. I think I was at 52 when I started. All right. Back to LA. We'll see if we can get a Black Lion chest key. That would be a nice finish for the evening. Daily gathering yield.
That looks valuable.
The Tyrian Explorer Society congratulating me on finishing up the map. We do have a couple of Black Lion chests. The torch is a 515, I'm pretty sure. That is an improvement, by the way. The 515 is a great song by The Who. I know you young kids today wouldn't know about that, but 515 is one of my favorite Who songs. You might go, who? And I'd go, yeah, exactly. We are maxed out on our storage for silk, so we'll sell it. We'll sell all of this stuff, and then we'll click and see if we get a key. Ooh, ah. Not sure why I'm doing scary music noises with my mouth, but there we go. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Give me a key, please. I think I'm 1 for 6, I think. Or it's about 1 for 3 is the average. So I'm due. Or not. In this case, not. Transportation charge, can't wear. Not an improvement.
Now I shall break you.
My disappointment is complete. This one cannot be salvaged nor sold, so it has to be thrown out. We still didn't get any more hero points. Level 71 is when, I think 71 is the last spec line opens up. Yeah, 71. So we'll finish out Soul Reaping and then probably go with Curses and then Blood Magic. And we'll put away a bunch of this stuff. We did get the Abomination Weapon Box selectee, choosy box. Oh, these are the eyes.
In something specific?
You'll note.
Seize the moment.
We have throbbing tentacles and moving eyes on these bad boys. The Abomination boxes. I'm pleased with getting one of those.
All prices are non-negotiable.
We'll bank that.
I offer the best prices around.
Bank those. I'm a little surprised we don't have, because I have maybe only 1 or 2 Abomination boxes across all of my characters. Let's drop it there.
May the stars guide you.
Yeah, I figured these are not worth the materials they're printed on. And I am going to call it an evening here. I want to thank you guys, as always, for hanging out with me. Do appreciate it. I expect I'll be back tomorrow. But it's possible I'll be taking a day off. I'm not sure.
Not now.
Regardless, probably back doing more leveling here on Gravedigger Lens, who's getting closer. He is now level 58. 22 to go. But for now, this is going to be it. I might also play instead, I don't think Torchlight Infinite. I may be done with Torchlight Infinite for the League. Just wasn't having much fun. Or Dune Awakening, which I am still enjoying off stream. I might come back with that. Probably this tomorrow, usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and again, thank you for hanging out. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your Tuesday night, or possibly Wednesday morning, goes great. Back tomorrow, same bad time, same bad channel. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.